Chepkonga.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. In order to have located this matter properly, I expected the minority leader to have quoted extensively from the case law. This matter has been litigated upon, Mr. Speaker. He knows the decision of the court in Kenyatta 2, when this position was declared to be unconstitutional. It was declared to be unconstitutional because there was no law that established it. In fact, the advice from court at that time, Mr. Speaker, was one, pass the law in Parliament. What they decided was not to pass the law. Article 94 of the Constitution, Mr. Speaker, which I'd like to happily read to my very good friend, the Honorable Wandayi, the minority leader. If you read Article 94.5, it says no person or body other than Parliament has the power to make provision having the force of law in Kenya except under authority conferred by this Constitution or by legislation. Mr. Speaker, it is the very reason why this bill is in this House this afternoon. In fact, so that we can debate, agree, disagree. And Mr. Speaker, the second issue that I expected the minority leader to have addressed, he should have read the report of the committee, and he would have seen very clearly that his side, except one, the Honorable Otiende Amollo, dissented with regard to the matters that were raised in this bill. So unless, Mr. Speaker, we are being held hostage by the minority leader on account of the Honorable Otiende Amollo's advice, which I want to believe that he has taken legal advice from a minority report of the committee, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if you read Article 232, which my very good friend, the former Chief of Staff, 132, Mr. Speaker, he has clearly stated the position. The only thing that the minority leader did was to skirt around, not only to address the issue, because he had been advised by the Honorable Otiende Amollo, so he could not depart from it. No. How can you point of order where you received advice from a dissenting member?
Yes, Wandayi.
Honorable Speaker, I don't think the Honorable Chepkonga is in order to continually imply that I got legal advice from the Honorable Otiende Amollo. He is, in essence, casting aspersions on my ability, my capacity to decipher legal and constitutional issues and to actually articulate them in the manner I have always done here. Yeah, is he in order? Could you not have order?
I don't know what Otiende Amollo advised you, but it's not wrong to be advised. Especially when you are the leader the way you are. Why is Robert Mbui next to you? He's your assistant and he advises you. And even when you started the argument, you said, Mbui will help me as I go along. Go on.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, you know, I don't know why anyone would have a problem with my co-chair, in which, you know, Mr. Speaker, you appointed the caucus of lawyers to represent this House. And he knows he receives ample advice from the Honorable Otiende Amollo. So we have no problem. He's a senior counsel, Mr. Speaker. So in fact, to receive counsel from senior counsel, it's very good. In fact, you should be very happy with it. Mr. Speaker, you know, Article 234 of the Constitution gives power to the Public Service Commission to create and abolish offices. Mr. Speaker, so you know, the Public Service Commission indeed created the offices, and as a consequence of that, it was said that there was no law. In fact, Mr. Speaker, so that you can anchor this into the law, that is the very reason why this bill is pending before this House this afternoon.
You've made your point.
Thank you.
Murugara.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So, Speaker, let me thank you for allowing this debate.